Good morning and welcome to another edition of Real Estate Talk. It is another Tuesday morning. I am Marianne John Finn. I'm happy to be doing this program, and I hope that the purpose for this program is met every time that we meet. I seek to give information on real estate. We all are engaged in real estate one way or the other. And those of us who have real estate or know the value of real estate understand how real estate can transform you economically. And so this morning we are just doing a review as to some of the things that we have done over the past months. We started in January, and I think it was necessary to go back a little and just to review what we've done so far. And we'll come back. When we come back, we'll go into a little bit more of that. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Real Estate Talk with host Marianne John Finn, the Real Estate Lady, the best source for all your real estate needs. Real Estate Talk is aired on the big station, Q95 FM, every Tuesday morning from 10:15 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Real Estate Talk is talking primarily on all things real estate, commercial and residential. We talk about the real estate market. We talk about the market conditions for buying and selling. We talk about choosing a professional real estate agent. We talk about financing your purchase and finding the right property. We engage the experts with specific roles in the process of buying and selling real estate. Real Estate Talk every Tuesday on Q95 FM from 10:15 a.m. with host Marianne John Finn.
Okay, we are back, and you are listening to Real Estate Talk. I'm Marianne John Finn, the Real Estate Lady, the best source for all your real estate needs. We want to give you all that is necessary in empowering you when you are engaged, or you have real estate, you want to have real estate, or you want to dispose of your real estate. Now, over the past months, we started in January, and I really want to thank the staff, management and staff, Mr. Sheridan Gregoire and his entire staff, Commissioner Dominica and Fitzroy, all the guys who have been gracious to me to allow me to accommodate me in bringing this program to you. So over the past months, we've started in January and we've discussed certain things, and I'd like to just go back a little bit on that with you. Now, but before I go into that, I would like to really dedicate this program to real estate developer Sam Vanek. Sam Vanek of Castaways Development Limited in Miro. Sam, as we all call him, died suddenly at his home in Canada about 2 weeks ago. And we all mourn his passing and will miss him dearly. I do enjoy representing Castaways Development as a real estate agent and to present it to clients, because this is one of the few developments in Dominica which ensures that the basic amenities are in place. The roads are paved or are being paved. The electricity is in place, and so is the water. Each lot has its own water meter. When building, you don't have to. When building at Castaways, you buy property at Castaways and you're ready to build. You don't have the headache of bringing these amenities to your property. You don't have to engage Domlec in terms of buying a pole and bringing the lines to your property. It's already there. So Sam's contribution to real estate, the real estate industry in Dominica, will be felt for many years to come. And I know he took pride in what he did. And I would like to extend my sincere condolences to his daughters, Anna in Canada and Sonia in New York. Many friends here in Dominica, especially Emmeline, who took good care of him while he was in Dominica. Sam, rest in peace. We will greatly miss you. However, the development is still ongoing. Work haven't stopped, and all is well. So there are still lots for sale. So don't be afraid to contact me. I will be happy to show you what's available at Castaways Development Limited. As I said, we are doing a little review. Today we looking at some of the topics that we talked about. When I started, we talked about real estate and the law with Noelis Didier Knight. She's a lawyer, attorney at law. Appraising property with appraiser Isaac Baptist, who is also a physical planner, an architect, hotelier, and much more. A very humble man, I must say. Real estate and the economy with economist McCarthy Marie. Real estate and the registry with deputy registrars Joanne Commodore and Vincia Auguste. We talked on financing with the NCCU and the Government Housing Loan Board. Real estate and the environment with Chief Environmental Health Officer Anthony Scotland gave us his contribution. Eric James spoke to us about engaging a quantity surveyor before, during, and after construction. We did speak spoke about marketing your property with Tawana, Privo, Hippolyte, and with Adrian Banis. We spoke about real estate and agriculture, agro-processing, agroforestry. So we are engaging the expert and in buying and selling real estate. There is so much more that has to be discussed. Every department of government is in some way related to real estate or everything that we do. I have not spoken to any government official as yet about their plans and vision for real estate, the real estate market in Dominica. And I'm hoping that they will somehow find a way to get to Q95 to be with me. I've opened an invitation to all government department heads and government ministers to come and talk to us about things that will affect real estate. The physical planning department is a very, very crucial department in real estate. The intellectual properties, how does it relate to real estate, housing? So I'm hoping that for some reason that we will get government officials and departments involved in real estate on my show. My first guest, attorney Noelis Knight Didier, spoke to us about real estate and the law, we were referring to transferring of titles. Why is it wise to use an attorney in that process? Although you may transfer titles on your own, you may go to the registry and submit an application, but why is it wise? And she told us that engaging a lawyer, attorney in transferring of title means that the lawyer ensures that the property is transferred clean and clear with no encumbrances. There should be no caveat or lien. If you are selling a property and there is a caveat or a lien on that property, the lawyer would address these matters with the relevant parties in getting the title released and free in order to be transferred. A property title will not be transferred, cannot be transferred until it is clean and clear from all encumbrances or legal issues. Attorney charge about 3% of the value of the property or the selling price, which is higher, just as government. The fees that you pay to government is based on whichever is higher, what you buy it for or what it's appraised for. So you have to take that in mind when you are, in order to pay the right fees. One of the things that as I engage real estate more and more here, I would like to advise that you should never, never, never pay someone directly without the involvement of an attorney when you're buying real estate. Don't ever, ever do that. I've heard too many stories and seen too many issues where someone is their uncle, is their friend, is their cousin, and they give the person the money, and then in the end the person is not able to transfer the property. They may not have a title, they may not have the power to transfer it, or they are just plain in their own right, in their own way, doing whatever they want, and then later on they sell that property. I've seen that it's sold to somebody else. You see, so you don't want to be caught up in a mess when you are making such a great investment in real estate. you are spending a whole lot of money. For most of us, buying real estate is one of the biggest investment we will ever make in our life, whether buying a piece of land or building a house. This is one of the biggest investment most ordinary persons will do. The others will be for commercial, when you're going into business. This is another way you make a big investment. Later on in the program, we talked to Isaac Baptist, and for the purpose of appraising your property. Now, appraising your property is for getting an idea as to what the value of the property is, and to ensure that the proper transfer fees are paid. So you're not getting it, you're not appraising your property or valuing your property just for nothing. If you're selling it, you need to know what is it worth. It may worth something, let's say it may worth $1 million 5 years ago, but because you did not take care of it, it may depreciate. Or your neighbor may do something on his property that may cause your property to be depreciated. So that's why you have an appraisal or evaluation for your properties. So you have to take that into account. So if your neighbor comes one day and you have your place, and then the neighbor decides, I'm going to put a pig farm right next to your property, you know, when you're doing an appraisal or valuation, that will affect the value of your property. Now, what are the transfer fees when you are applying for a title that you have to pay? The transfer fee, 4%. To government, you pay 4% duty stamp, 2.5% judicial fees, 1% assurance fund, and to the legal fee is 3% plus 15% VAT, for a total of 10.95%. Now, that is for buying. When you are a buyer, that is what you are expected to pay. In addition to the value, the property fee, what you're paying for the property, you have to pay the transfer fee, which include the legal fees, and you will have to do an appraisal, or sometimes you have to engage a surveyor / an appraiser to do the valuation and have your the plans in your name. And now that 10.95% for buyers is for national and OECS members. So Dominicans and OECS members, you pay when you are buying property in Dominica, you pay the transfer fees of 10.95% to government, and legal fees are included in that. Now, non-national and non-OECS members pay an additional 10%, which is called the alien landholding license fee. Let's do, I'm going to talk about we spoke to a quantity surveyor, and the quantity surveyor, Mr. Eric James, advised us, don't be penny wise in order to be, and then we might be pound foolish. Don't be penny wise, pound foolish. He gave that advice to potential homeowners, and he advises us it is wise to do a labor contract when you are building, because that would help you very much in the long run. Okay, so let's listen to Mr. James in our last talk with him.
Once you have had your contractors, they have tendered, the tenders come in, you would analyze the tenders and make a recommendation to the client.
Right.
That point, the client then decides on the contractor. Now you move to getting contract signed and getting into post-contract work.
Tell us about
post-contract work would include the preparation of interim valuations as the contractor proceeds, because he's not paid all the money at once upon completion, nor is he paid all of it in advance.
So you visit the project as it is going along?
Well, yes, and as a matter of fact, if you have a team on the project, you would have site meetings, and the quantity surveyor would be involved as well, because you could have situations where you require variations. Again, he would have to advise on cost. He would have to price the variation work. And so he's in charge of the accounts of the project, and any legal matters that come up, he would be on the first instance responsible for interpreting and advising on that.
In the engaging of the contractor, what kind of and the owner, what kind of contract do you advise both parties to engage in order to protect each other?
Well, there are several variations, but to keep it simple, especially bearing on what happens in the marketplace here, a number of persons, usually prospective owners, think that one of the ways to go is to utilize a labor contract. That is where the contractor would provide the labor and the client or the prospective building owner provide the material. Right there and then, there is something that is missing.
What is missing?
Because there's another element involved. We normally refer to it as plant. That involves all machinery and small tools to get the building going. I very seldom, if at all, recommend a labor contract, either for contractors or employers.
Why would you not advise just a labor contract? What kind of contract would you advise?
I would advise a full contract.
And why not?
That is why the contractor is in business. Let him do his work. And you as an owner, you get somebody to represent you on the project. So he or she would be the intermediary.
Can you explain that a little bit more for those our listeners who wants to understand this a little bit more?
Well, most homeowners are not necessarily persons trained in any aspect of the construction industry.
Right.
You have persons who would work as supervisors. If you're not employing an entire team, you have persons who could work as project managers, and all of these persons are able to work, and they could come from any discipline. They could be engineers, quantity surveyors, architects, but they would work between the owner and the contractor because they understand both languages.
Right.
Okay. The pitfalls, some of them I don't think I can list all of them here now, but the pitfalls with labor contracts from the owner's side. If you employ someone to do a building for you on a labor contract,
Right.
in your mind you're thinking he has to do everything. All you have to do is buy the material.
Right.
But some of the material has to get to site.
So transportation.
Right.
Has to.
If you're going to use concrete, the concrete has to be mixed or it has to be delivered mixed. Who is responsible for that?
Right. The material and the quality of the material.
All of that as well, and that if the quality is in a different aspect, that is where your supervisor would come in, who would ensure that the material used is in accordance with what is specified in your contract documents. Okay. The quantum of material as well. That is another area where the owner could be in trouble.
The NCCU continues to transform personal financial services in Dominica, helping you accomplish your long or short-term financial goals. It's your financial solution to increasing your assets, pursuing successful career opportunities with mortgage loans, vehicle or land purchase, debt consolidation, loans to further education, medical or domestic expenses, not forgetting our now for now or quick cash loans. Accomplish your goals, realize your dreams. Visit any NCCU branch today and get your loan solution advantage.
Castaways.
We all need to feel safe, no matter what life brings our way. With United Insurance, you can be sure your vehicle, home, business, and other prized possessions are well protected. United offers a comprehensive range of general insurance solutions to suit your needs. And our excellent AM Best ratings says we have the financial strength to protect your assets. Across the Caribbean, we have a track record of helping clients get back on their feet quickly after disaster strikes, providing prompt, professional, exceptional service. So whatever life brings your way, trust United to protect the things you value most. You're in safe hands with United. For more information, contact your nearest United agent today. Call JB Charles & Company Limited at 448-2876, CAM Dupini at 448-3012, or LA Dupini & Company Limited at 448-2310.
You're in safe hands with United.
Castaways Development Limited residential lots for sale at only $10 per square feet. Average size 8,000 square feet. All infrastructures available. Most lots with awesome ocean view. Just a minute walk away from the black, silky, sandy beach of Miro, one of Dominica's most beautiful and popular beaches. Castaways Development Limited. Residential lots available. Contact Marianne Johnfin at 225-2121. Email mjohnfin@gmail.com. Website diamondrealtyde.com.
And welcome back to Real Estate Talk. I am doing a review on some of the things that we discussed over the past 3 months. And we just listened before the commercial to Mr. James, quantity surveyor, Eric James, who advised strongly against engaging a contractor when building with just a labor contract. He advises to do a full contract. A full contract means that he gives you a property that is at a set date and it all turnkey. Let's put it that way, a turnkey property. And even he has to even clean up the property. So to keep you as an owner, your head is clean, you're free from any issues, you should engage a full contract. As I journey into this, I am learning a whole lot, just as you are, I hope. And I have the privilege of meeting my fellow Dominicans that are really doing a fantastic job in their profession. Humble, behind the scene, no there, nothing that is egoistic. And I met 2 beautiful professional young ladies at the registry, and they are deputy registrar qualified, Joanne Commodore, and deputy registrar unqualified, Vincia August. She is responsible for the title section. And these ladies are working under the leadership, I think it's a good leadership of Ozzy Walsh. And they are doing a fantastic job. I think they are really open to the public. They give you the information that that is available, and they are very pleasant people. And now the registry, the function of the registry is to that is a place where all records, all vital government record or records of the country is done, is registered, let me put it this way. And in relating to real estate transaction and the issuing of proof of ownership of properties through certificate of title is done at the registry. Now, if you choose to submit an application for a certificate of title, you can do that personally. Once you have chosen to do that, you must submit your application to the registry, the title section. And I know the staff there, they are very courteous and very helpful in assisting you. Though it is advisable to hire the service of a lawyer, you never know what may come up. And they would do a title search and ensure that all is well. But sometimes there are titles that are clean and clear, as we say in real estate. That means it has no issue attached to it, and it can be done that way if you know what you're doing. Now, when submitting an application for title in a simple matter, you need to include the original title to that. You need the valuation or the appraisal of the property, 3 copies of the plan of the property, the land that is being registered, and a form of ID. There may be other documents requested, but the registry or the registrar will advise you. You will be directed to pay the transfer fee to the treasury. If you are doing it on your own, it will be 7.5% for national, because you don't have the lawyer. The lawyer is 3% plus VAT. So if you're doing it on your own, you save 3% plus the VAT. As the deputy registrar put it, we have no taxes here, property taxes here on transferring of properties. It is just a one-time fee. It is not called a tax, it is called fees. That is, and for buyers, it is 7.5%. That is for government. As I said, the 3% plus VAT is when you are engaging a lawyer. And when you are the seller now has to pay a fee of 2.5%. Well, I did spoke to the deputy registrar, and I'm happy to inform you that we were to meet today, but they have told me that they were not able to make it. So we have rescheduled for next week, hopefully. And should you have any questions or information that you need, you feel free to call during the show, or you may send your question in advance to me at mjohnfin@gmail.com, or you may go to my website and send me an email there. The website is diamondrealtyda.com. In Talking Real Estate Talk, there was good news for civil servants who were looking for financing in purchasing a house. Well, I say a house is a structure. A home is what you make that house. Who is in there? So I call a structure a house, not a home. Rates are reduced to 5.5% according to Felix Thomas, chairman of the Government Housing Loan Board. NCCU, National Cooperative Credit Union, ensuring that members receive fast and reliable service, and they continue to offer attractive rates on your reducing balances of your loan. And I deal with NCCU personally. Well, now it used to be Castlebrooks Credit Union, but now they are NCCU in Castlebrooks, and I must say that very friendly, very courteous, and timely service, I must say. And so I would like to say hello to the girls at NCCU in Castlebrooks. Environment. Chief Environmental Officer Anthony Scotland, Chief Environmental Health Officer Anthony Scotland reminds us of the importance of a clean environment in relation to property value. When you keep your property and surrounding clean, it increases its value. And do you know that the Environmental Health Department plays a major role in the approval of your building plans once you submit it at the physical planning division? The physical planning division do ask them to give advice. The environmental health officer in your district visit your site, see where you are looking, see the land where you are positioning your septic tank, your wastewater, advise you how to do it, and they want you, once you are building 1 month in advance, to please inform them so that they could supervise the construction of your septic tank. It is not about to mind your business or to give you stress, but it's to ensure that things are done well. So tomorrow, that septic tank does not pose an issue to you and to your neighbors. And as we went along, we spoke to farmer Adrian Bilibanis, and he encourages us to go back to the farm. He advises us to do some crop rotation and to appreciate what God has for us.
Castaways Development Limited residential lots for sale at only $10 per square feet. Average size 8,000 square feet. All infrastructures available. Most lots with awesome ocean view. Just a minute walk away from the black, silky, sandy beach of Miro, one of Dominica's most beautiful and popular beaches. Castaways Development Limited residential lots available. Contact Marianne Johnfin at 225-2121. Email mjohnfin@gmail.com. Website diamondrealtyde.com.
that, something is happening, something good is happening in Dominica. And I think that people must really begin to see Dominica as a great place to live.
Wow.
Not only allowing people to come and enjoy, but we ourselves must enjoy the nature that we have and the fresh food and everything. So we are talking agriculture. Agriculture is very important in real estate because it is food security. We must ensure that we have food for when people come and they invest. They can have fresh food to eat. They can have consistent, healthy meals. That is very important. So I think in real estate, food security is number one.
And we have come to the end of another program, Real Estate Talk. I want to thank you for your love and your support all the time. And I hope that as I continue, you will be continuous in your support to Real Estate Talk. I have other information, but the time is all gone. So until next time, I pray that you are blessed. You can contact me via internet, my website, diamondrealtyda.com or 225-2121. Until then, God bless.
Real Estate Talk with host Marianne Johnfin, the Real Estate Lady, the best source for all your real estate needs. Real Estate Talk is aired on the big station, Q95 FM, every Tuesday morning from 10:15 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Real Estate Talk is talking primarily on all things real estate, commercial and residential. We talk about the real estate market. We talk about the market conditions for buying and selling. We talk about choosing a professional real estate agent. We talk about financing your purchase and finding the right property. We engage the experts with specific roles in the process of buying and selling real estate. Real Estate Talk every Tuesday on Q95 FM from 10:15 a.m. with host Marianne Johnfin.